Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today, we're going to be going over note runs and everything that you guys need to know about it if you're a new or a returning player. So, let's get into it, boys. Alright, so, you just spawned on the beach and you're wondering how to level up. Maybe you're a new player, maybe you played before notes were added, or maybe you're a returning player and you just need a refresher. So basically, you're going to want to spawn West Zone 2. That's going to spawn you on this beach most reliably. Now, there's a few different ways that you can do this. On my single-player settings, I have the XP turned up to a bazillion, but it doesn't matter because I don't think that I could match it to exactly what 1x or small tribes is anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the way that I personally would do my note run. So you're going to start on this beachhead right here. You're going to look for these ruins. You're going to run past them, not to them. This is my personal way that I do it. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. Whatever, you're entitled to it. But I've made a video in the past showing that getting the 4x before the 2x is actually more beneficial. So it's going to be tempting to grab that note and get some few extra levels, but since you don't have the level move speed, just ignore it. Run past. You're going to go up this hill right here. You're going to put this big rock head on your right-hand side. Now, you won't be making a bunch of clanging sounds with your big metal armor like me, but I needed flack for a thumbnail, so here we are. One thing I was really concerned about with ASA was the movement speed, but it does seem actually fairly good. I would say, if I had to take a guess, I'd say I'm at about 130, 140 move speed compared to what Ark Survival Evolved was. And the new jump is actually so nice. Like, it's probably the same, like, distance that you would normally get with a jump, but I feel like with the more choreographed way that it is, like the animation being more precise, I have a better idea of where I'm able to jump and stuff. But let's not get too sidetracked. You're going to look for this ruin right here. If you follow this edge, you will find it. And as you look down, you're going to see your little note. Now, it used to be that you have to flung yourself off of here, but they made it nice and they put some stairs there. So we're going to grab this explorer note.
Once your fall is complete.
All right, so once you turn your NPC volume all the way off, you have two options here. You can take the risky play and be an OG Ark player, or you can take the safe play and you can go back up. But me, I'm an OG, so I'm going to jump off here. We're going to splash down. Now, again, you're going to want to put the cliff face on your right-hand side. Now, with this slower move speed and, like, you know, the way that, you know, you move a little slower now, I would be careful for megalodons and stuff, but you can get up out here on this rock if you need to get your stamina back. It may actually even be worth putting some points into oxygen so that you can move a little quicker in the water. Now that you don't have to level move speed, that's, you know, up to you though. You level however you want to level. Anyways, once you get to this beachhead here, you're going to want to continue to keep this rock on your right-hand side. And as you get up here, you're going to find your second note. Now, that first note was a 4 times XP multiplier. It gives you some initial XP plus 4 times XP gained for the duration of the note. The second note, in single player, it's going to be a 4x, so that's why it continued to stack onto my 4x multiplier, but these are going to be 2x notes, the little, like, smaller ones. The ones that look like tech are 4x, and the regular small ones are just a normal 2x. So you're going to want to backtrack back up here. And this is just my personal note run. There are multiple different ways that you can do this. There's multiple different notes that you can hit in whatever order you want to. But this is the way that I personally like to do it, and I feel like it's the, like, least painful way to do it. Again, you're going to keep this big rock here that you passed before on your right-hand side. There is a note on top of that rock. If you want to try and finagle your way up there, you're more than welcome to do so. But for me personally, I don't think it's worth. You're going to grab this explorer note here. And then you're going to go back to that first explorer note that we passed on our way in from the beach. Keep in mind, fall damage is a thing, so don't be jumping around like I am. I am currently in GCM, and on single player, you are not going to be, more than likely, so. And if you are, just give yourself levels. So once you grab this note here, you're going to want to put yourself heading straight north, and you're going to head straight into these trees. Keep a mindful eye out for raptors and Therazinos and stuff like that, because, you know, with the slower move speed, you're not going to be able to outrun them, and if you do aggro them, that's going to cook you. If you die, you lose your notes, and you have to start all the way over by making a brand new character. Once you get over here, you're going to see a pillar. This is going to be your next note. You're going to grab that. Then personally, what I like to do is just head up here. You're going to take a left and start going up this hill. At the top of this hill, there's another little ruin. and there's going to be another note. Now, do keep in mind that in PvP servers, note runs are hot spots for people who just want to ruin your experience. So keep your head on a swivel. With a decreased move speed, you're not going to have to worry about them chasing you down, but what you are going to have to worry about is people running a melee character and just killing you or knocking you out outright. So get a little bit of fortitude, grab this note, and then you're going to want to head through to this side. Ooh, it looks like they put a cliff here. So you know what? Executive decision, boys. We're going to ignore that note for now. This is assuming that you're playing on, like, not 1x, because 1x note runs aren't that beneficial. To be honest, you do a lot better to just grab a couple of 2x's to get some basic levels going, and then, you know, once you are ready to actually do something that can give you a lot of XP quickly, go get the 4x and a 2x. But this is more for, like, small tribes or if you're playing an unofficial server. You're going to head back down towards the beach, though, back where you came from. And there should be another note somewhere in these trees, unless they moved it. I don't see it. Okay, I think I got a little off track there. It's easy to get turned around, and it's a lot easier to get turned around with the new foliage and everything that came with Ark Survival Ascended. So just make sure that you know, keep your eyes peeled. There are markings, you know, with the ruins and the pillars and stuff for the notes, so it's pretty easy to detect them. You just got to know what you're looking for. You're going to go past that note that you did earlier, and you're just going to keep heading straight until you locate the next note. This path here did not used to be here. I think that's what threw me off in the first place. Back into these densely packed trees. And they may have removed this note, or I might just not be seeing it. I don't know. Alright, so I can't locate this one. There is one somewhere around here. At least there was on Ark Survival Evolved. I don't know, maybe they removed it on Ascended. But we're going to go ahead and continue on. You have about 5 minutes with your 4x or something like that. I don't remember the exact timer. No, it's like 500 seconds, so it's actually more like 10 minutes. It's like 500 plus seconds, right? But you just want to keep that in mind, because if you're playing on a server and you're trying to get as much XP as possible, at the end of this note run, whenever you feel satisfied with the amount of notes that you've grabbed, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start making cooking pots. So if you go across the water here, sometimes it's dangerous. That's really, you know, at your discretion. If you look in the water and you see like Megalodon or like some jellyfish and you don't want to do it, then just start crafting your cooking pots on the other side. But personally, I like to go across here before I do, because there's a couple notes that you can grab, and on top of that, it gets you away from all the other people that are starting their note runs. You can do an extended note run that goes all the way down the south end of the map, even into caves and stuff, but personally, I think that's a little bit of a dated way to do things. I don't think we really need to do that anymore. I used to do it back in the day, but these days, with the cooking pots and everything, it just seems to be the better choice. So as you head up here onto this little plateau... Oh man, I love the movement on this game, actually. It feels so good. The more that I play it, the more that I'm just like, this is definitely good. There was a note up here in the past. They may have removed it, but I think it's still here. There it is, boys. So we're going to grab this note. And then there's one more that I'm going to show you guys, and that's like the little cluster that I like to hit. If you get all of these and you craft some cooking pots, you should be able to get to level 70, maybe even level 80 on small tribes in no time flat. So you're going to head back the way that you came. And instead of going down this hill here, you're going to continue into the forest a little bit, and you're going to be looking for some more ruins. Like I said, every time you're looking for notes, just look for ruins. Now, I haven't done a note run at all on ASA, so we're kind of exploring this together for the first time. But I know it's in these trees, and I will locate it for you guys. Don't worry. There it is, boys. So once you grab this note here, what I'm going to go ahead and recommend that you do is just go ahead and punch some of these trees, grab some rocks, which I think you may have to go down to the beach for, unfortunately. So maybe grab those on the way. But you get yourself a pickaxe, you start getting some thatch, you get yourself a hatchet by hitting some rocks, and then you just start crafting cooking pots. Cooking pots are by far the best early game structure to craft. You craft about 10 to 15 to 20 of them, and then you demolish them. You craft half of what you got back for free, and you keep doing that until your 4x runs out. Once your 4x runs out, don't even worry about it. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys learned something, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.